guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, I'm going to bring you all the history and details of this restoration, a 1931 Model A Deluxe Pickup known as a Model 66A. When Ford made over 95,000 trucks in 1931, what makes this one special? We're going to answer that question and so many more right now. Here's what the truck looked like when it came in. And from 50 feet away, at night, with one eye closed, in the rain, after maybe a six-pack, looked pretty damn good. But when you really dive into the truck, it had a lot of problems. In 1930, General Motors took over the #1 spot in the passenger car market. But Ford still held on to the #1 spot for commercial trucks. They made all kinds of different trucks, not only on the passenger car chassis with the standard box, closed cab, open cab. They made a wide box pickup in 1931. They also made a whole slew of different AA trucks with every kind of box, tanker, wrecker you can imagine on the back. And in addition, they had all kinds of delivery vehicles. So Ford had this huge, diverse selection array of commercial vehicles. And why they would come out with this deluxe pickup, I don't know. Maybe for promotional vehicle to try and sell other vehicles. I was told that it was really produced for the General Electric company, who supposedly bought 125 units. And Firestone also bought a number of units unknown, and probably because Harry Firestone and Henry Ford were buddies. This truck was sold new to a Mr. Lorenzo Cunningham Sr. in Rochester, New York. I have this letter here dated July the 17th, 1968 on Department of Motor Vehicle, New York State letterhead, stating that he sold it to John Vanderwall, but he actually sold it to him in 1962, and it states that in the letter. And Mr. Vanderwall then took the truck and restored it. One of the neatest things about this truck is we have the provenance and history since day one. And here we can see where he used it in his business clear on up through 1949. As I mentioned, this truck was a bit ruined, and it was ruined from the standpoint, if you like a vehicle to be representative of what it was like when it was brand new or just rolled off the assembly line, this truck was basically ruined. They took the engine block and sanded and polished it. They did the same to the transmission, the rear end. All of the detail and all of the chassis parts was lost. Sure, maybe that's what they wanted back in the 60s to get that award called a Mark of Excellence, but in today's world, that just simply ruined it. So I couldn't live with that. I'm a historian by heart, and I really like stuff just like it rolled off the assembly line, so I had no choice. I had to pull this truck apart and then start the odyssey of going and finding all these parts to replace the ones that were ruined. Of course, what makes this truck really special is the box. It was advertised that it had a very sturdy tailgate, which is true. It actually had a 3-position tailgate. This is the standard position, but it also had a set of hooks here so that the tailgate could slightly go down, and also had a feature where the tailgate could go all the way down, making loading into the back of the truck a breeze. And if you had refrigerators and stuff like that, like General Electric. Well, obviously General Electric was interested in this box because it's bigger. You can put refrigerators in here, equipment, all kinds of things. Maybe Firestone was loading all kinds of tires and stuff like that. Who knows? Maybe they just used them as advertising. But this box is much, much bigger than either the standard Model A box or even the wide bed box that they offered in 1931. I'm not so sure why they offered these cool chrome rails up here, other than they're cool and chrome. They look really good. Maybe they used them to tie their stuff in. Who knows? So why do I think that this truck is significant, important, and worthy of any serious collection? I think it's for several reasons, one of which is rarity. Ford produced over 95,000 trucks in 1931, closed cab trucks that is. And Ford also held on to the #1 spot for commercial vehicles. General Motors had taken over the car #1 spot in 1930. But Ford, with their commercial vehicles and the diverse amount of vehicles that they put out, was still a strong #1. And in a world where they produced over 95,000 closed cab pickups, 293 is all they produced of this. About 125 of them going to General Electric, some more to Firestone, and the rest of them were just sold out like this truck was. The second reason why I think that this truck is significant, this was future styling. This is what trucks were going to be. The bed of the truck flowing directly into the cab, the belt lines lining up and all that. That was really pretty futuristic. I don't know of any other truck manufacturer that was doing that. They were all step sides. So I think for that, it was significant. And the third reason I think that this is a worthy truck is it's cool. That chrome rail down the top, now it might have been to tie refrigerators in for General Electric, but I think it looks cool. The bed all lined with wood, it's top drawer. It really is nice. So that's why I think that this truck is really neat. So that's the overview on our 66A Deluxe Pickup. But I'm going to be doing some more videos in this series on all the cutting, welding, and drilling and how I put this all together. So for those of you who want more detail, stay tuned. I'm going to be going through this truck, everything that I did to it. Bodywork, paint work, engine work, chassis work, all of it, so that you can see how I got this truck put together. Stay tuned.